Hello everyone! Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Umbras, and today we are back in Gran Turismo 3. Hope everyone is doing well. Sorry about the delay. My computer decided to wanted to completely throw a fit. But we are back. We are in, and we are jumping right into the Gran Turismo World Championship. Not a moment to waste. Hello, welcome for HLPGT. Hope you're well. Ooh, okay, so we got another 787B, we got a GT40, GT1 road car. So we pretty much got all like the top tier people here in this race. This is good. Yes, the absolute screamer of the 787B. The winner of the 1991 24 Hours Le Mans. And only a 10-lap race. I will take that. I will take that. We can actually get a decent amount done tonight then if this is only 10-lap races. I got a cat sitting at my feet. I gotta make sure I are very gentle with my feet and I don't get happy legs or whatever. I don't want to accidentally nudge my cat. I don't want to accidentally nudge my kitty. But holy moly. Yeah, this thing is quick. This thing is very quick. I'm expecting this to be maybe a 20-minute race at most. So this would be really good. We got this championship. We got the Gran Turismo All-Stars, the Polyphony Digital Cup, and of course the Formula Gran Turismo. I tend to save the Formula Gran Turismo for last. That'll be what we do. So that'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Alrighty. Keep it smooth. Alright, let's roll. Yes, okay, this thing, absolute beast in the straights, absolute beast in the turns. Got the 4-rotor screaming behind us. Playing my summer car. You're in the next day of the game. Nice. Have you gotten everything you need? How's the Satsuma looking? Probably don't need to actually brake there. Gotta remember that this thing has an up-down force. It is not like a hopped-up road car with crazy amounts of power but no traction. This thing is pretty much like all around very, very rapid. So we should be okay. We should be fine. Ooh, little bit of a wonky situation there. Gonna use the tractor to get the old wheels. Yeah. Well, the old wheels are, you know, in the thingy. Make sure you bring something to break the door down. Make sure you bring like the sledgehammer to break the door down. But then yeah, just go up the stairs, stay close to the one wall, crouch and everything. I'm trying to build this. That's when we get. You should probably at least get like some parts put together, like at least the suspension, because then you put the timer on for getting Uncle's van. But I mean, obviously you play the game how you want and everything like that. You do you, my dude. Also, holy moly, this should not be nearly as fast as it is. Like we are kind of mincing the rest of the field. I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting them to put up a little more of a fight, considering it is a literal 787B. But it is what it is, I guess. I wonder what cars we can get from this championship. It'd be cool if we got the GT1 race car as well. Or the R390. One or the other would be really good. to use, because then we could use that for Gran Turismo All-Stars and have a very quick vehicle there. Welcome on, let's go. 65 trail from Marvel Hours drops tomorrow. Nice. So what can they do? I'll be fairly honest, I've not really played Marvel Rivals, but like, it is cool, like the characterizations and everything of turning basically your favorite superheroes into like a hero shooter team-based game. Honestly, is a pretty smart decision from a marketing perspective. It is definitely a very smart decision. Oh boy! All right, keep it under control. I forgot to fill the crew can. That's not a big issue. Not currently, anyway. Just take it with you next time you head out. You'll be making a lot of stops at TMOs anyway, so don't you worry. I won't get the gameplay trailer for one of them until after the trailer, so we know. Okay, got it. Absolutely going in blind. Based. Gosh, this thing. Very rapid. Very quick. Just the littlest bit of understeer currently. We should be okay, I think. We're already at 10 miles added to the vehicle. I think I got an oil change somewhat recently in it. I'll probably pit stop after lap 5. They may be on harder tires. And that's actually a smart idea. Or a smart... that's actually probably what they're doing. They're probably on the harder tires. And that's why we're so far ahead, because we are on mediums. The medium is premium in the prototypes. Delay to get fuel and diesel. Yeah. All I know is when Gambit drops. I can imagine. Welcome, Petra. You like a mid 70 Fury Dodge this way? I mean, I guess that could be pretty cool. I've always had a soft spot for the old like Ford Torinos and that type of stuff as well. The full body Fords. Those are pretty cool, but that's kind of from like the Starsky and Hutch type of, you know, era and everything over, you know, all of that. The Monaco's not a bad idea either. Welcome to the stream, Petra. Hope you're well. What about you? What do you think would be a good, like, kind of classic police car? Nice and smooth here. Yeah, we're gonna be pitting here. This lap, front's already starting to die a little bit. We're putting a whole bunch of rubber to the road. So we're gonna absolutely make sure we get everything nice and changed over. I think I like the Fury because it's a bit blockier. Fair. That's kind of why I like the Torinos so much. It is such a big, full-size American car that is just, it is a chungus, but it is a great chungus. It's a powerful chungus. Into the pits. Oh my gosh, this thing though. We got the R26B engine behind us, the 4-rotor rotary, absolutely screaming. One of the cool things about this engine is it has variable length intake trumpets that it can be adjusted via telescoping tubes. So you know, like you extend or compress an umbrella, and that allows you to optimize torque across the rev range depending on where you expect the vehicle to be operating in. Remember correctly? What do you remember correctly? What do you remember correctly? I remember, don't worry. How could I ever forget? It's the first time, the last time we ever met. But I know the reason why you keep the silence up. No, you don't. Yeah, we are absolutely mincing the other Mazda. A little bit slower there. We can definitely go a lot quicker now. Absolutely push it to the limit. Got 4 laps to go. Probably do this in around, what, minute 17? 17 minutes? Yeah, it's about 17 minutes, I think. Maybe even less than that. If this continues and it's only 10 lap races all around, holy moly, we may actually be able to get most of the championship done tonight. I'm gonna stay away from the fueler because if we get a police checkpoint, it's gonna get very expensive. Yeah, so ideally, the only vehicle you really kind of want to put fuel oil in is the Gifu. Because of the Gifu, you mainly use that for the septic tank jobs and the towing stuff anyway, right? Granted, I like being a lawful boy and using a regular diesel. But yeah, the other way to get around the fine is if you put the fuel oil in a tractor and you carry around the trailer with you, because then it'll be considered agricultural, and therefore you'll be fine. Then you won't get a fine because the fuel oil is designed for like agricultural vehicles and agricultural purposes only. So when you're hauling a trailer, even if the trailer's got nothing in it, it counts as an agricultural vehicle, and then you're okay with the police. To my knowledge, I think that's how it works. Yeah, Gifu can use diesel. Gifu can also use the fuel oil. Oh boy. A little bit of a snap the opposite direction. Yes, beautiful through the corners. Yeah, first place still, second place, sorry, isn't keeping up with us that well. So we should be okay here. We're starting to catch up to the back markers. That's the Panos Esperante. Dang, the Panos is in last. Absolutely unbelievable. The Panos has got to probably be pitting soon. You'd think, right? But who knows? Pass him on the inside. There we go. Yeah, this thing. Absolutely wonderful machine. It's got grip for days, super lightweight. Only a 5-speed though, which does limit your setup options a little bit compared to a 6-speed. But it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Gosh, understeer is real though. I gotta remember that tire wear is real. Yeah, that was a slow lap. Alright, 2 to go, big push. 8, around turn 2. I will say, I do absolutely love Grand Valley Speedway. It is among one of my favorite tracks in Gran Turismo 3. Like, I don't think there's a particularly bad track in Gran Turismo 3. Like, there's definitely tracks I prefer to race on over others. But I don't think there's a particularly, like, bad track. Like, even the ones that I'm not the most fond of, like Rome circuits and, like, Test Course, they still have their purpose. Even if they're very annoying whenever they show up in a championship because they completely throw everything on its head and you need basically power and top speed for both of those. More so acceleration in Rome circuit, but still, the top speed too. Oh, hi there. Hey there, hi there, ho there, bud. Ooh, ow, hi. You're gonna leave me a little bit of space there. Oh, that's why. The Ford GT was on completely dead tires. Alright, one more lap. Big push. I mean, I can kind of imagine. He's adding a lot more features. He's adding another meter and everything. It is what it is. I'm sure people will eventually find ways to kind of, you know, get comfortable and get like a rhythm and everything going on. Alright, we're good. First race of 10, almost complete. This is great. We're making great progress. If the next one, which is Apricot Hill, is also a 10-lap race, that'd be even better because it means all of them are gonna be 10-lap races then, and we can get this knocked out fairly quickly. Eight, 9:40. Not a bad. There we go. Oh boy. Nice. First race victory. This way. I mean, it's a car. Like I said, until like we get more details and everything. It is 10 laps. Hey, let's go. Until we get more details, I'm kind of reserving judgment until like we actually see it. I will say it is weird having a higher powered rear-wheel drive car. Or Sorbet? Which one's the Sorbet? I got that confused with the Rivet. Again, I'm not used to the different names yet. But regardless, like I said, I'm gonna reserve judgment until like we actually see all that stuff. Oh, down the inside. Okay, ow, hi, can you not dive me? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I would say one cool fact about the 1991 24 Hours of Le Mans is you had 3 drivers for the 787B that ended up winning it. You had Johnny Herbert from the United Kingdom. You had Volker Veidler from Germany, and Bertrand Gatchot from Belgium. And Johnny Herbert was actually super sick. I think he had food poisoning when he completed the race, that he could barely stand, and his teammates had to basically lift him out of the car and help him up onto the podium. Which is absolutely crazy that he did a 24-hour race while super sick. And they still won. Like a couple of laps even. Which is crazy. Like you look at the 24 hours in the wall now, and the cars are a lot closer. Back then, you know, you won by like a couple of laps even, just due to the reliability and everything. And it's Daily Vehicle, but I forget which one it's based on. Yeah, okay. Like I said, I haven't been following the development too much. Cause like development hype streams and everything like that. Like yeah, okay, it's cool, but like until the product's released, it's just a lot of maybe. So I don't really concern myself as much with like the development streams and everything. Cause at the end of the day, yeah, it's cool to see, but like the end product could be so different that I don't want to like taint my expectations one way or another. It's also why I usually try to wait until games are like full release as well before buying them. I'm not one to really jump on like the early access hype train. Driving in my car right after a beer. Hey, that bump looks just like a deer. DUI, how about you die? I go 100 miles in and out. Little do you know, I fill up on gas. I'm a kid, you're found making ass. Pulverize this mug with my turbo truck. It seems you're out of luck. Truck. Funny thing, he says it looks like a Tesla. Yeah. 1990s Tesla. I'm not sure that would work too well. Electric cars didn't really kind of find the footing until like the 2000s, really. Okay, you kind of had the GM EV concept and everything, but that was the kind of a bit of vaporware. And then like they took them and kind of like crushed them afterwards, didn't they? It was more so like a design study, which is strange for sure. They did find one though. Someone actually found a barn find of one of the EV1 concept cars. They managed to avoid being crushed. So I forget who it was, but I saw like the article. They're working on like restoring it now. So that'll be super cool to actually see like a functional EV1 like driven on the road. I now have the driving in my car song stuck in my head. Thank you. Thanks, chat. Thanks, chat. Well, you gotta do this to me. Why you gotta do this to me? Understeer there. Gotta avoid the understeer. I'm pushing too hard on the fronts, I think. Anyway, we're playing Gran Turismo. We're playing Gran Turismo right now. We're not doing my summer car, my winter car, or anything like that. So, yeah, not exactly the best lap. That is alright. We're still extending the gap between us and the TSO20. Oh, they're pitting. Cool. We can pit next lap then. We'll cover them off when the pit stops. So that means then the 787B is gonna pass them. No, not the 787B. The 787B is struggling here. It's the R390 that's now in second place. Okay, okay. Interesting, interesting. Whoa, okay. Little bit of a frame rate drop there. That was strange. We're good though. Alright, come on. We're gonna be pitting this lap. Get ourselves into the pits. There we go, perfect. Yeah, this thing, absolutely insane, very rapid, and it won it over reliability as well. While the Mercedes and the Jaguar entries were struggling with the new engine regulations, the 787B was really able to absolutely push itself to the limits. Because both the Mercedes, the Sauber C11, it went from the 5-liter turbo V8 to the 3.5-liter naturally aspirated V8. The Jaguar went from a 7-liter V12 to a 3.5-liter V12. The Porsche went to a 3.5-liter flat 12 because they wanted to kind of have a bit more parity with Formula 1 engine regulations, which at the time were also 3.5 liters. Crazy to think about in the 1.6, I think now, turbo era now of Formula 1. Could you imagine a modern day prototype with a 1.6 liter turbo engine? Gosh, that would be strange. But yeah, nowadays, very, very different regulations, engine-wise, between prototypes and F1 cars. But at the time, the FIA wanted to kind of make them all a little bit similar. The rotary managed to still had to meet the 110 kilograms of fuel per 100 kilometer driving rule, which is a fuel economy regulation. So the top speed, due to the engine mapping change, did drop a little bit because I had to use slightly leaner engine mapping. Still, the Mercedes and the Jaguar were fast in a straight line. The Mazda was basically just more fuel efficient, and also was able to avoid needing any engine changes or any catastrophic damage, because they were able to kind of reuse a developed version of their engine from the previous year, whereas other manufacturers would kind of had to like rapidly cobble stuff together. Alright, decent lap, but we can go quicker. We can definitely go quicker. We only got 2 laps left. And man, this is a good one. Nice quick laps, quick races as well. So we could basically do two races in 30 minutes. So we'll probably be most of the way done our championship by the time we have to end the stream, I think. And I'm gonna go for as long as I can. I'm gonna go for as long as I can. Back to the right. Back to the left. Alright, only one more lap to go. Let's see what we can do here. 10, 11, 12. Ooh, new fastest lap. I would gladly take that. That is very good. That is very nice. Alright, we're off to a good start. Let's make sure we finish well as well. And this one adding a lot less mileage to the engine. But holy moly, all these corners back to back are definitely strenuous on the tires. Especially the fronts. The fronts are doing a whole lot of work to keep the car stable. Six, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Cross the line. Very nice times. There we go. Money, 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 money. Give us the money. We're getting a lot of money from these races, too, for how fairly short they are. Alright, what's the next race? Ooh, Special Stage Route 5. Okay, we are going to need to go into software mode for this one. Alright. Let's do this. It should also be fairly quick laps as well. And we got our first night race of the stream. Another reverse track as well. We had reverse Apricot Hill, and now we have reverse Special Stage Route 5. Bro, moving on to braking. I'm not sure that fully rhymes, because deer rhymes with beer. You could do the Neurosama version. Driving in my car right after an ale. Hey, that bump is shaped like a whale. Just from the fact that when Neuro was given access to a car, granted a very small toy car, she immediately tried to run over Bao, the whale, that VTuber. Honestly, kind of based. The cutest little psychopath. Easy through the corners. Very nice. Alright, let's keep moving. Oh, the speed! I will say, as much as these tracks are kind of at the limit of probably being a safe speed for like the prototypes, It is absolutely mind-bending to go through them in these vehicles, and even more so once you get the open-wheel car as well. Holy moly, that is rapid. But I love it. I love it. We go through the corners. No errors, no mistakes. Alright, not bad, not bad. Back again to the left. Yeah, we are absolutely shredding the competition. We are shredding our tires too. We are putting down a ribbon of rubber on this track, it seems. But I will happily take that. I will more than happily take that because holy moly, this thing is rapid. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay, a little bit of understeer there. I gotta find a way to tune out the understeer. I just want to see if I can maybe get a little bit more front downforce. Because the car does like to understeer just a little bit, and I wanna adjust that. Especially in the mid-high speed corners, it just kind of plows a bit. So if I can get a little bit more front end bites, that would definitely help. I will say one thing I do hope, and I didn't check, but I do hope there isn't a test course race in this championship. I'm really hoping there isn't, because that would be absolute pain, I think. I hope there isn't. I really hope there isn't. And right now we're on a really good track. We'll probably be completed 3 rounds, probably maybe half of round 4 as well, by the end of our first hour streaming. And that means we'll probably be around I had done round 7, probably by the time it's time to end the stream, something like that. So that'll be a good journey. Alright, we're pitting this lap. Heading in. There we go. Perfect. But yeah, this thing, absolutely amazing. Very rapid. The cool thing about the R26B is it's basically 2 13B housings mounted front to back, featuring a single-piece 4-bearing crankshaft, all with peripheral porting for massive airflow, 3 oil coolers, carbon ceramic composite apex seals for the durability, producing around 720 horsepower when unrestricted, and with the aggressive engine mapping. Once they developed it even further, Well, basically, when they did the 24 Hours of Le Mans in 1991, they pulled apart the engine once it was completely realized, oh, these components still have enough life in them, they could probably run another 24 hours again. Which is crazy to think about. One other thing that they had to worry about, though, with Le Mans was that by design, the rotary engines burn oil, right? So they had to top off the engine with oil at certain pit stops as well. Just every couple of pit stops, just to make sure, you know, it was getting proper lubrication. Because it basically uses oil injectors, almost like a two-stroke engine, in order to lubricate it. Really, really cool feature. Alright, coming up on 3 laps to go. And then we will be back probably in the daylight for round 4. There's only technically 2 night tracks in this game that we could race on. We were already racing on 1. So I'm not sure what the other, I'm not, you know, I think that probably there's going to be Special Stage Route 11 as well. But we will see. There's a high chance, given the fact that it's a 10 race championship. There's a high race we will see Special Stage Route 11 in one of the races. Probably. We've already gotten 1 long and 2 short tracks done. That's probably a pretty even mix of long and shorts. With the long tracks basically being things like Special Stage Route 11, Test Course, I mean, those are the 2 big long ones. Grand Valley Speedway as well is another longer one, but that one we got done pretty quickly. I guess Monaco is kind of a longer one, Côte d'Azur. Just because of lap times, it's hard to like get down under a certain amount. But we'll see. We will definitely see. Alright, 2 to go. Oh gosh. They are yeeting themselves out of the pits. Alright, he's still in cold tires. I'm gonna pass him. Our tires are still in good condition. Our tires are still in good condition. So what was the news? Oh, what's the information? Do we have any idea what the vehicle is supposed to be based off of? Alright, 1 more lap. Come on, big push now to the finish. Another 35 grand coming our way soon, hopefully. The Esperante's pitting. Today is a 5-door hatchback and it's second vehicle to play control. Ah, okay. That might be like maybe a vehicle you can either get on loan or like buy from someone even. Buy like a daily driver car. As you're fixing up your, you know, your rivet. Two, boom. Nice. Very nice. Give us the money. Money, 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 money. I like that. Check. Yeah, for sure. Makes sense. Makes sense. Ooh, try them out. Okay, so another short. Another shorter track. We can do this. Gosh, this thing. Absolute screamer. It's definitely one of the loudest cars I've ever competed at Le Mans. Some reports say it went over about 110 decibels at full throttle. We have broken into the lead. Let's see how long we can keep it. These should be very, very quick laps. Absolutely swinging from corner to corner. So right now we've had one long track. This is going to be a third short track, basically. And yeah, for first lap, minute 23, minute 24. I'm not too fussed about that. We can definitely get into like the minute 13s at Trial Mountain. It is going to be very rapid. Just have to make sure the vehicle is nice and planted. It's crazy that this track would eventually host the One Lap Magic Challenge in Gran Turismo 7 with this exact vehicle we're driving now. Pretty fun. History repeats. Is that a third gear corner? This might be a third gear corner. I think that's a third gear corner. Yeah, that's definitely a third gear corner. Alright, minute 15. That's a very quick lap time. And so we will just keep pushing. We'll keep pushing through this championship. We'll see how far we can get tonight. I'm looking forward to it though. Adding more money to the wallet, adding more funds. And outside of that, just, you know, absolutely ripping through this course. How about 15 and 10? Okay, cool. So that's what, like an Eastern European car, right? So I don't think we really got that much in the West. So yeah, it's probably like some economy car the player can like buy as like their reliable transportation. Anyway, we're absolutely pushing it here. Absolutely pushing. Yeah, they're kind of a more obscure manufacturer. At least in the West, they're not that well known. In Europe, they're a little bit more well known, especially in, like, you know, kind of Eastern countries too. But yeah, it'll be interesting. Wonder how that dries. Yeah, because I'll be honest, even I don't know a whole lot about them. Come on. The speed of this, though, absolutely exhilarating. Absolutely breathtaking. So that's the cool thing about the 787B is that, well, the number 55 is still preserved and runs demos and everything like that for, like, historic racing events and everything. The number is 18, the white and blue one, is actually preserved in a museum at Hiroshima, which is really cool. So that one is also a bit of a living legend. Granted, with much less success to its name and a little bit less iconic. But it is still alive, it is still well, it is still preserved and being taken care of because it is a beloved racing car. What's weird is if you look for the Hot Wheels versions of the 787B, you're more likely to find one that has a simpler number 18 livery than the crazier, renowned number 55 livery. It's funny how that works. Oh, speaking of Hot Wheels, when I was getting groceries the other day, I found a Hot Wheels Formula 1 car. It was the Williams one, so I bought that. I have that up in my room now. Just for a little bit of decoration and everything. I don't usually buy Hot Wheels cars nowadays, but like I do kind of like, you know, F1 and everything like that. So I did get that one because I saw it and I'm like, oh, that is so cool. And I do like Williams as well. It's fun to root for the underdogs. It is very fun to root for the underdogs. How was the British car brand under the ownership of Stellantis? Oh, okay. Interesting, interesting. Holy moly, this thing is just rapid. I'm loving this. Back to the left, back to the left. Keep it smooth. Okay, we got this. We got the speed. We got the power. We got the tires under us now. So, chat. After Tri-Mount, what do you think the next track is going to be? Place your bets. Don't look it up. Just place your bets. We have already raced at... Oh, right, I forgot. I can put this back on hardware mode now because we're not at Social Stage Route 5. We have raced at Grand Valley. We have raced at Social Stage Route 5. We have raced at Apricot Hill. We have raced at... and then Trial Mountain as well. As we just go past 10 o'clock. So we're at the halfway point pretty much. A little bit less than halfway point, almost at the halfway point. And we're almost done. Round 4. So yeah, we might be able to do 8 rounds tonight. I'm excited about that. Hello, Bloodwolf, welcome. Hope you're good. Hope you're well. How are you feeling about Wet Watkins Glen coming up this weekend? Are you excited for that? I'm terrified. That is going to be literal death, Wet Watkins Glen and GT3s. Whoever decided to do Wet Watkins Glen, I think I'm going to cast Mend Butt Crack on their ass. That way they are unable to they get very uncomfortable. That or I'm gonna cast Tungsten Ball Sack. How about story? Began in 1903. So it's an old brand then. It's still around too. Huh. Oh gosh, alright. All been out of shape there. Oh gosh, very been out of shape. That was not exactly a pretty line. But I will take it. I will absolutely take it. Discontinued in 1995. Ah, okay. So even then, they were basically defunct by the time that game even takes place. Makes sense then for like a super cheap car the player can unbuy and then uses it daily. Probably. Wonder what ended up happening to the Satsuma. Person who decided on a Wet Watkins Glen needs to be taken to a dark room and beaten about the head with a pointy stick. Yes, exactly. Holy moly. That is genuinely ridiculous. Like, come on. Come on. Why would you do that? Ooh. Okay, another short track. Deep Forest Raceway. I'll keep going with these short tracks. I'll keep going with these short tracks. The downside is the more short tracks we'd have early on, the more the later tracks are going to be like the absolute slogs, like Tokyo Route 246 or a test course or Special Stage Route 11. Those ones. I know we got probably at least 2 more of those to have. What other short courses can we do after this? Midfield, probably. Yeah, midfield. Super Speedway, kind of. What else could be a short course? We've done most of them. I guess maybe Rome. Rome could be kind of short-ish. I mean, Rome's kind of medium length. This is probably going to be genuinely the shortest, though. Because you carry such a high average speed. Like, the opening lap was 113. Yeah, I'll definitely do that at the end of the stream. But not during the stream. Definitely after it, though. But yeah, it'd be interesting. Wonder what kind of meaningful cars they like produce. I mean, for being around that long, they had to produce some, you know, some vehicles I'd recognize, right? But anyway, big push. But yeah, I'll probably begin practicing tomorrow night, and I'll do a lot of practicing then, because I'll have a little bit of free time. I kind of say I was properly paranoid then to give myself a full like day off of streaming to practice that race, and I wanna make sure I do well. I gotta you know, punch above my weight. I already basically had 2 0 points finishes. I don't want that to happen again. About to see my... Oh, he sold it. Okay. Makes sense. You know, you do everything you can with it. You're like, alright, I had enough. I'm gonna sell it, get a new project. Another lap. Very quick laps. Holy moly. Like these are gonna be crazy. AMG GT2 is gonna send you the ooh, very nice. Now are you gonna be competing in the endurance series? Are you gonna be competing in the endurance series, Blood Wolf? If so, what class are you gonna be doing? Probably GT2 I thought, right? Okay, ow. That is a wall. That is very much a wall. With the GT, nice. I'm teaming up with Greg for the GT4. So that'll be a fun experience. I've not got a chance to look at the signups yet. I know there's a couple other people in the GT4. So I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see who all is in it. From what I gather, I think Zero. This GT2 MG goes burr. Yeah, you just gotta be careful in the opening lap not to run over the GT3s. That's always the tricky part, because you qualify behind them, because they're fast over a lap. But like on the opening run, right? Especially if it's like a long start-finish straight. Right? Those GT2s can definitely cause some issues with the GT3s. Oh gosh, and the Porsche Cups as well being like right there. Oh, that is going to be death. That is going to be absolute death. Like the opening stages of like the slower GT3s, the faster Porsche Cups, and like the top level of the GT2 drivers, they're all gonna be like right around the same pace, I think, or pretty close. Alright, next lap I'm gonna pit. Next lap I am pitting. But yeah, no, I'm excited. Just out of curiosity, Bloodwolf, can you do me a favor? Can you check and see who all is signed up in GT2? I'm trying to do some quick math to see kind of what Greg and I's odds are currently. Just gonna scare G-Fox because he is on GT2 as well. Honestly, please do. Please do scare him. Bro's been a bit aggro lately, so yeah, maybe scare him to put him in his place a bit. Yeah. But I'm curious to see who's all in the GT4 class, because I know Greg and I are teaming up, and we're gonna be sharing a car there. Just because I know I can't do a 4-hour solo. I have tried. I can make it about 3 hours before I desperately need to use the restroom. And my legs being cramping, but I can't do a 4-hour solo. What's the Rivet backstory? What is the Rivet backstory? I'm curious. I'm pretty sure Zero's in GT4. I'm not sure who else is. Oh, speak of the devil. Welcome, Zero. Water is rise. Hello, everyone. Welcome, Zero. GT4 gang. GT4 gang. Yeah. Yeah, Zero. At least the last time I checked, you were signed up for the GT4s for the Endurance series coming up. I'm excited for that. No, legendarily great timing, actually. We're just talking about the Endurance series coming up. And I was talking about, like, who the competition is going to be for, like, the GT4s. And I mentioned you, like, almost immediately afterwards. You popped in chat. So, great timing. He's in GT2 as well, but KTM. Oh, absolutely run him down on the straights. Hunt down the little fox boy. Small speculation with the rivet. Alright. What is the speculation about the rivet? But yeah, I'm excited to be sharing a car for an Endurance again. It's been a little while since I've done a duo for Enduros. So I am stoked. I am hyped. Yes, and I got a buddy I'm running for GT4 with. Your fellow pro, one of my best friends, thanks a lot. Oh, you're running the Alpine. Hey, yo, okay. Oh, shoot. All right. So I do get to have another round after Barcelona with Ibiza. Let's go. All right, I'm hyped. I am genuinely hyped now. Oh, because don't get me wrong. There's no bad blood between me and Hexalatl, but like him and like Kitty Hatter are like basically like my main rivals. Team Oreo X Phoenix has officially been formed. The Cookie Burb. Doing it solo as no one is mad enough to try to join me in the Ah! If I wasn't already teamed up with Greg, I would genuinely consider it. But now I am. Greg and I basically had the agreement of, all right, next time there's a track.eu Enduro where we can actually share cars, we're sharing cars. And so, lo and behold, we have it. So, oh boy, I'm scared now. Oh, that's a GT. That is a very old car. glad we'll be in the same class. You know, I can finally score. Yeah. Although, quick question, Zero, are you gonna be starting, or are you gonna be ending? Because I have myself set as the starting driver in class, and Greg is the finisher. Come on. Round 4 almost wait, no, round 5 almost completes. Not entirely sure. All good. I'm sure there'll be some overlap regardless. I've also been tempted. Uh-oh. What have you been tempted into doing? The player source is assuming to play about the one at rivets. Ah, fair. Yeah, it's probably feasible. So let's assume it to get something that's a little bit quicker. 935. Nice. I don't plan on being there just to make the numbers though. I do apologize. I'm not quite sure what that phrase means. Oh god, not test course. Not test course. Whoever put test course in Gran Turismo 3 this many times, I'm a cast a circular torsion on you. Because holy moly, I swear every championship in the professional league has test course. It's YOLO. Hopefully they just make up the numbers. Like you're not just looking like pacing everything, you're there to compete and everything. I think that's what you mean, right? Mark GT2 is the lane, yeah, the 935 is the lane, will. Yeah. You gotta go full Captain Ahab when fighting that. Man, I'm still gonna put my usual. Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Gotcha. Norohodone. Oh boy. So, chat. We're doing 10 laps on Test Quest. So, do you guys want me to, since I'm on emulator, do you want me to use turbo mode on the straight so we can at least, you know, get this done quicker? Well, obviously, yeah, the rivets, like the starter vehicle and everything. Means that I maybe am, but I don't feel sure about. Oh yeah, no, for sure. Like I am excited. All right, turbo mode. Turbo mode. We're going. All right, cause I got max frame cap 1. Yeah. So turbo mode won't work here. Sag. But GT2s at least drivable. Vaguely. The GT2s are definitely tricky. A little bit tricky to drive for sure. Let's see what the turbo mode. Yeah, so if you've not, I'm trying to remember, have you played Gran Turismo 3 before Zero? I think you have, right? If you don't, I do genuinely recommend it. While the endgame is a little bit of a slog, it is still genuinely one of my favorite games of all time. But test course is, shall we say, not particularly challenging, while also being very, very long. And therefore they put it in like so many endgame championships. It's kind of sad. Hey, at least we got a Group C buddy with us. We got a fellow 787B behind. The downside is my fingers begin to hurt after like lap 4, because I'm literally just pressing down the accelerator the entire time. Jimmy in traffic, I say not to. Yeah. That's the thing as well. There's gonna be 5 classes: GT3s, GT4s, GT2s, Porsche Cups, and the M2s. Really need to. I don't own any consoles. Never in a place to go, but I definitely have to go back and play the GT games. Sometime in the near future, when we both have free time, I have to walk you through how to set up the emulator and everything. Because there is so many great racing games on the PS2 that I highly recommend, including most of the Tokyo Extreme Racer games as well. I think you have the 2025 one which listed on Steam, I think. Yeah, definitely. It's one of those things where it's like, it's kind of like scary the first time because you're like, how do I even do? But like once you kind of like set up like your first or second emulator, then you're like, oh yeah, I kind of know roughly what to do. You go search for like the actual emulator, you download the base emulator, you install like the BIOS and everything from the actual console. And this is all stuff you can do online. You don't need to own an actual PlayStation 2 to do this. And you get all kinds of the goodies. My breaker's ever seen it head to work again. Alright, take him and have a great morning. Come on, finish that shift well. You got this. Stay strong. Currently don't have a scheduled set of league races, not coming enduros, and through whenever. Yeah, tell you what, this Sunday, this Sunday I should be free most of the day. I do have something planned a little bit, but it should be pretty short. Just like for lack of a better words, an announcement to make and everything. But either before or after that, there's no big deal. And I can help you out with that. It should only take maybe 30 minutes, an hour maximum. So, yeah. That's about 24 hours should end on Sunday. Stop that. I slept with the pension. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, just DM me after you've woken up. Or it's a salvage question to play. Probably. Like if the Satsuma is a piece of crap and everything, that was just because your parents left it the rots. The Rivet's probably like, alright, I could probably turn this into more power, faster vehicle and everything, and then, you know, purchase it then. It could even be, you know, like a purchase from Flatari. Could have been like an old project car Flatari was working on that you purchased from him. That he just kind of like lost interest in. We are slowly pulling ahead of the other 787B. I'm running it with Phoenix and MT Principal, so I'll be up for the whole 24. Oh, jeez. Okay. Fair enough. You probably already know this, but just make sure you regularly stretch. Make sure you stay hydrated with regular water. Avoid caffeine until like the final quarter of the race, if you can. And even if you don't, limit your total caffeine intake to 400 milligrams or less. You probably don't want to go over that, just because it can cause heart issues and other damage as well. So, what else? Oh, orange slices, highly recommend, or any source of kind of quick electrolytes and vitamin C, definitely. Yeah, basically the complex carbs. Avoid like the processed sugars, get the complex carbs instead. Taking care of myself best I can, making sure to take frequent stretch breaks and stay hydrated with water. Yeah, awesome. Good. Yeah. And my dad, he used to be a paramedic, and on like the long shifts, he basically had like the full like kind of like menu scheduled out on how to like stay awake and not absolutely hate himself the next morning. Because there were times when he was a paramedic where he had to like, you know, be on, well basically he was on day shift and then like immediately scheduled for like night shift almost immediately afterwards. And it was interesting for sure. It was before I was born, but he still got like all of his notes and everything still. Yeah, that's what I'm getting a healthy food stuff to help with their events. Make sure, yeah, good, awesome. So you're already basically a step ahead of that. gosh, we're less than halfway done. This is pain. This is pain. Oh gosh, we're gonna be what, like 17, probably 18 minutes basically. When I'm not driving, I'm gonna be the racing shit crew chief for the team, so yeah, no, definitely. Take this off for charity so no pressures for the experience. Oh, I'm trying to remember. I know you're planning on doing the Jimmy Broadbent one, right? But that's at Zoda. What's the spa one? What charity's the spa one for? I gotta be a little bit careful. I'm gonna try to see if I can't conserve these tires all the way to the end. Because I know if I pit, that 787B behind's probably not going to. Nope, we're doing ACM racing 24 hours spa, which happens to also benefiting my mental health. Ah, okay. So 2 different nearly 24-hour or at least long distance streams, but they go to the same charity. Because the Jimmy Brommer one's also the My Mental Health, right? So both major Belgian circuits are hoping treating there some mental health this weekend. That is awesome. That is really cool, actually. Go Belgium! Honestly, I would love for a track that EU to host a 24-hour enduro. I would, even if it has to be like, you know, paid money and everything like that, because I know Julian's been against 24-hour enduros in the past just because you need to get live storage for a full 24 hours. I would definitely foot the bill for Technoverse Century for 100%. That's one speculation. What's the speculation? Say the mental health cause close may be an understatement to the millennium, to no exaggeration. Nah, for sure, definitely. You know, anything that'll help, you know, go towards like the resource and everything, providing, you know, like the treatments and cures and all that stuff. Like that would be super. That's always, you know, super useful. Yeah, I might I'm gonna have to look into that and see, you know, pop a couple dollars there as well. Yeah, it's for good cause and everything. Alright, are we still... Okay, they have caught us ever so slightly. I'm a little bit concerned about that. Ooh, welcome Zoo Works. Hope you're well. Welcome to the stream. Right now we are doing circles in a Mazda. Then with 2 weeks after that, I'm running my own very first 24 hours Le Mans, which next one will be running with 2 of my best friends. Ah, sweet. Are you gonna be in the GT3 class for that? So what class are you gonna? I think you said GT3, the Mustang, right? I think you mentioned that to me. You were gonna be in the Mustang for that. My mind is slightly blanking. I do apologize. In the GT3 class. Oh, the Ferrari. Hey, based. The Ferrari is a decent vehicle as well. I like it in iRacing. ACC as well. It's pretty nice. iRacing, it's a little bit twitchy, but it's not my choice. But I know a lot of people don't like the Mustang, so it's fine. The Mustang isn't necessarily my first choice in iRacing, but it's definitely a GT3 I can enjoy for sure. Like I put it probably in like my top 4. Like it's like the Mercedes AMG, the BMW M4, the McLaren 720S, believe it or not, despite the fact that I absolutely despise it in ACC. I do quite like it in iRacing. And then the Mustang's probably up there as well. Those are probably my top 4. Mustang's my baby, just as much in iRacing as in ACC. Yeah, it's not a BMW M6 with the Jaguar sounds. So basically, this thing can be going better play than maybe, or a vehicle you can actually purchase in game, one or the other. I am a little bit concerned with the fact that the 787B is behind. Number 1's the Mustang, 2's the Corvette, 3's the Aston. Oh, I forgot about the Aston. They did add the Aston to iRacing. I've not driven the Aston yet. That may shake up my top 5. That may shake up my top 4 or top 5. Because I do quite like the Aston in ACC. Like, if I wasn't a Mercedes main, like, if the Mercedes got wiped off of the face of the earth, I would probably drive the Aston Martin as my main vehicle. Because I can be relatively quick on that. Less quick on some of the super tight technical tracks, because the turbo lag I have to get used to. But a little bit quicker on the faster tracks. A minute, something to drive. Yeah, I definitely have to give it a look. I know I'm going to be doing... I'm planning to do the 24 Hours of Daytona again next year. That'll be my major re-debut back in iRacing after admittedly kind of rage quitting it. Post VTCR and last year's Daytona 24. Hey, hopefully we get the same split. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, no, I have promised Greg that next year, especially because I'm going to have a bit more free time with, well, kind of. I'm going to be trading some free time I've been spending doing some things with free time doing iRacing instead, basically. Because I don't have to necessarily follow as much of a schedule with that. I'm going to be doing some more iRacing stuff then. Also probably doing a work flip and ooh, I might end up doing that. That's a 2-person enduro, right? Or is that solo? If it's 2-person, I might team up with someone to do that. If it's solo, I'm not too sure. Like, iRacing for me is probably still going to be mainly... I mean, iRacing? Yeah, for sure. Granted, I need to reinstall iRacing. That is the thing for the end of the year, basically, is reinstalling iRacing. Because I kind of completely quit it cold turkey post, I don't know, it was just a string of just very frustrating events one after the other. And I was like, nope, I'm sticking with ACC for a little while longer. But I'm probably gonna dip my toes back in iRacing. Maybe, probably. I've already promised Greg. I've already promised Greg. I used to main sim too, just on my running as needed. Yeah, ACC's been my main sim for as long as I can remember. It used to be Gran Turismo Sport and Dirt Rally too, but now it's basically been ACC exclusively. But I can be quick on my own terms in iRacing. It's just, for me, the big thing with iRacing is the lack of the radar throws me through a loop completely. I feel very blind in iRacing, which I don't like. Like, if nothing else, like, I will happily take iRacing as it currently is if they add a radar. Like, that is, like, the big one thing that I want in that sim. Later 1999 to play a ball for next week. Maybe. Oh, there goes the magic genie lamp. We have burnt through all of our oil. Ripperoni and cheese. We have burned through all our oil. Quick, everyone, make a wish. The magic genie lamp came on, though. I wish for infinite wishes. Probably an open wheel driver. My favorite series both the IndyCar and Super Formula. Nice. Yeah, I don't know. I love touring car racing, and I'm genuinely quick in touring cars. It's just, I just get very unlucky. Like that's the big thing. And that's yeah. That's what makes it tricky. Alright, number 6 race is complete. Oh, we're going to another long track. Okay, that's fine. We can deal with this. We're at least not on the oval. We're on something that's got a lot of, you know, the cool colors and everything. It's got some technical corners. It's genuinely challenging. That's all your speculation. Yeah. Makes sense. It'll be interesting to see what all we can do there. Oop. Not bad through here. We're good. Yeah, okay, we managed to take the lead pretty early. Gosh, this track is absolutely... It's a shame that this is the last time this track shows up at all in a Gran Turismo game. Because this is genuinely a beautiful track as well for PS2 graphics. Okay, need to brake earlier. Definitely need to brake earlier. Like, could you imagine this in like even semi-HD of like Gran Turismo 5 or 6? Like, it would be so cool to drive. But alas, wasn't meant to be. Wasn't meant to be. This is the last time. Oh gosh, that means the last championship that has this track that we do will be the very last time we drive this course on stream. That is crazy to think about. To be fair, it may be the last time we drive a lot of different courses on stream, to be fair. Like, there's some that just didn't come back after Gran Turismo 3. You know, Rome Circuit, Tahiti Challenge, Smoky Mountain. Those last two. So I streamed iRacing before. I did stream iRacing before. Am I gonna return or not? Probably not. If I do play iRacing, it'll probably be off stream. It'll probably be off stream, I think. Just because, especially like when trying to do it on stream as well, I had to like majorly limit my frame rates. I had to be PNG Isaac. I had to do all kinds of stuff, and it was I don't know how some people do it. Like, it's difficult. Like, against AI beep boops like this, I don't care if I bump into them, right? Because they're AI, they don't have feelings. But like with like actual other people on the other end, like I always feel bad like if I cause contact and ruin another person's race. So I try to like keep myself as clean as possible. Doesn't mean I always succeed, but I do my best. And with that, then you know, it always feels weird like trying to read chat while other people are around you. Alright, 47, that's not bad. There we go. Nice and smooth through the chicane. Yeah, this is gonna be probably one of the longer races of the night. Because we do got a pit stop. We do have we're not just constantly running at full tilt. Thankfully, at least here, it's only 10 lap races, not 20 lap races like it is later on. But it is still a hurdle. But we'll be okay, I think. Over the crest. There we go. Nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, we'll be pitting at the end of lap 5. As that'll be probably like the midway point. Manage our tire wear as best as we can. Boop, boop. Okay, now we're doing great. No issues here, no problems. Alright, 144, yeah, so we are still a little bit slower than the Grand Valley laps, which are 139s. So even with all the downforce and rampant acceleration, the 787B still can't quite hold a candle out or against itself on Special Stage Route 11 versus Grand Valley. That's been weird that outside of Grand Valley and Deep Forest Raceway, the rest of the tracks have all been reversed. That is a little bit interesting. Oop. There we go. Okay. Yes, that's not a bad line through the corner there. We're just gonna keep it up, keep it going. Ow. Alright, a little bit of a tap on the wall. A little bit. Okay. So we're doing okay. We're keeping consistent times. End of this lap we're pitting. Although the tires aren't all that worn actually. We're still in good shape. So we should be alright. Alright, there we go. Good stuff, good stuff. Keep it going. Gosh, that corner on this direction is so hard to brake for in the 787B. Because you're going very quick heading into it. And you basically need to stop, like you need to go like completely like almost dead stop. My line is absolutely terrible through here, but that's alright. Alright, we're pitting this lap. Heading into the pits. Yeah, we may have sped in the pit lane a little bit there. Thankfully, no penalties. do this. Down to the gears. I like how you can faintly, when the cars go past the opposite direction, when you're close enough, you can still hear them. That is always really cool. Gosh, this is gonna be a long one. I gotta see what the next race is. I mean, there's really only one short track, or one long track it could be, which is Tokyo. But I mean, with this, we're gonna be almost at 11 p.m. my time when we're done. We got time for one more race after this. I think. Especially because Tokyo and the 787B isn't exactly that long a track. At least not compared to Special Stage Route 11 or test, especially test course. Alright, 4 more laps. There we go. Yeah, tires are grippy again. Tires are extra grippy. I do wonder what the next track is going to be, though. We got a lot of city courses we haven't raced on yet. Côte d'Azur, Rome Circuit, Tokyo Route 246, Seattle. All of those we haven't raced on yet. So I'm expecting it to probably be another city track, I think. As far as non-city tracks, we basically got midfield. And I think that's about it. And Super Speedway. We got 4 races left after this one, I think. We'll have 3 to do next time we stream this game, basically. So that'll be interesting. That'll be very interesting to see. And hopefully we get a good usable vehicle out of this as well. Something like the GT1 race car would be super awesome. A good kind of, you know, a new top level race car to use. That way we can kind of, you know, give our 787B a well-deserved break. And after we complete this championship, we will only have three championships left to beat until the end of the game. That is crazy to think about. That is absolutely crazy to think about. Quick lap times though still. 2 more laps to go. As we have the lights reflecting off of our shiny green and orange body. We are absolutely tearing through this course. I'm having a blast. Okay, I could have braked a little bit later for that corner. I'm trying to think about how Mario's arrested for graffiti. What? You know, it wasn't sweet canonically. Oh, and Sunshine. Yeah, fair. Mario has a criminal record. It's been forever since I played Sunshine. I need to do that sometime. I love Sunshine. Welcome, Jerry. Hi, thank God. Yeah, you basically just need to fully upgrade a Zon that put on racing slicks. I mean, by fully upgrade, I mean like fully upgrade, like max everything. And then put on like racing hard tires. Am I like the food in prison? I mean, it is some Delfinos. Can't exactly be bad food, right? Like you're living on a tropical island, like even like the you know all the good stuff is super plentiful probably. But they're not called Delfinos. They're called what? Like the Piantas, I think. What exactly they're called. Drive. Well, that is what we like to call a skill issue. But no, seriously, if you need a Zonda race car, you got the Roan 12 hours, and I forget what other races you could do, but there's a couple other races you can get the Zonda race car in. So if it's giving you that much difficulty, you may as well grind the other races out until you get that car. Granted, all of them are randomized. So, yeah, good luck. And again, make sure you put on racing selects, like the racing mediums or racing hards. Or I wouldn't go with like the full super hards. But at least like racing like hards would probably be a good like balance. Yeah. You can do that or roam 2 hours. Both of them take around the same amount of time. Actually, roam 2 hours is probably a little bit quicker. But either or. If you haven't done either of those two yet, may as well do them. And victory! Let's go. Money. Did I win the Gran Turismo World Championship Professional League? I am currently doing it now. Oh wait, that was race 7. Alright, so we're gonna be entering race 8. So we got 3 races left. 2 after the end of this race. It is Tokyo. So we are doing that right now. We'll probably complete the championship the next time we stream this game. So, yeah. Should be fun. We're close to completing Enthusiast as well. Ow. Alright, a little bit of honesty there. Gotta remember, they don't have quite the front downforce as I think it does. Depending on the vehicle we win from this, I'm planning on either doing the Gran Turismo All-Stars next or the Polyphony Digital Cup next. If we get a new top-level race car, it'll be the All-Stars. If it's not that, then it'll be the Polyphony Digital Cup with the vehicle we have. But either way, we're still in for a treat. And I intend to save the Formula Gran Turismo series for last. I think that is a fitting way to end the game. You know, the final championship, the longest championship in the fastest cars. I think that'll be a fitting way to end the game and to end our playthrough. Yeah, we are rapidly approaching the end for a lot of things. Enthusiast, Gran Turismo. We should be finishing up a lot of games right as we're entering December. Looking forward to it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Come on. Gotta be nice and gentle with this thing. We aren't really pulling the distance that I thought we would at this stage. The AI is fairly strong at Tokyo. But we will see, We're running decent times as well. This is definitely quicker than Grand Valley. I'm imagining there's a Côte d'Azur race, because of course there is a professional league. Côte d'Azur is everywhere. So the only question then would be, what is round 9? But we will find that out next time we stream this game. So right now we are racing through the streets of Tokyo. We're racing through the Japanese streets in the first Japanese car to win overall in the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Absolutely base machine here. Ow. Alright, that's a bonk. That is a bonk there. .126 again, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Come on. Huge speed needed here. We're kind of close to when we're going to need to get a pit stop done. Yeah, and two laps pit stop time. And it will be at the halfway point of the race. I guess closer to 1 lap now. Gosh, these laps are absolutely flying by. But I don't think we're gonna have enough time to do another race after this one. So this would be the last one for the night. another 26. Alright, good stuff so far. Oh, okay. Curb is a little bit grabby. Curb is a little bit grabby. But we got this. We got this. No problems here. No problems there. Can we put this lap? It's gonna be close, but we can do it, I think. I think the timing's good. And if not, I know they'll be pitting shortly as well. Alright, into our pit box. I think I'm gonna sleep. Alright, take care, Twitch over GT. Have a great night, alright? Alright, we did get past. The R390's in the lead now. And the 787B. But that is a huge lockup into turn 1. Not bad, not bad. Half a race distance to go. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, I see it. I see the R390. We are catching it. And I know it's gonna be eating down its tires very shortly. Yeah, 2.6 seconds. I'm not worried about that. Yeah, because I see it. Back again to the right. Oh, a little bit of a nudge from the wall. Down the inside. Ow. Oh, okay. Driving through us a little bit there. Nice and smooth through that corner. Very rapid as well. Kind of right-left section. Come on, 3 laps to go. Basically 4.5 minutes. We can do it, chat. We can do it. Just gotta keep the vehicle steady. To keep the vehicle smooth. No issues through the corners. No problems. Come on. I'm pushing. We did get our fastest lap the last lap. I'm gonna see if we can't go even quicker. 22, 23, 24, 25. No. Not even close. We at least beat the other car out of the pits. Which is something. No issues here, no problems. It's a big push. One more lap. Welcome, Beta Gam. I hope you're well. Long time no chat indeed. Welcome to the stream. I do apologize, so I am about to end the stream. We're in the final lap of the final race of the night. But it is good to see you here. Hope you've been well. Right now, we are in the Professional League GT World Championship. And we're in our 787B against similarly quick opponents. And we are tearing up the streets of Tokyo. Okay, bye. Fair enough. Nah, it is good. It is good to have you stopping in. I appreciate it. But yeah, we are rapidly approaching the end here. One last push to the finish line. Cross the line. Let's go. Oh, that is great. Give us the money. And I'm gonna be saving now. Thank you all so much for watching. We appreciate it. If you, how do you not get MS playing this game as a commandment? I would never. MS? I don't know. I enjoy it. I enjoy this game. I enjoy this game a lot. It is a lot of fun. Motion sickness. I don't know. I get motion sickness for other things. Like first-person shooters, I get very motion sick on. But with this, because like I kind of know vaguely like how the vehicle is already going to like respond, I kind of have like a rough understanding and kind of like I can predict it mentally. But yeah, I'm going to be ending the stream here. Thank you all so much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you enjoyed the stream, please make sure you leave a like, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below. If you didn't like the stream, please let me know in the comments so we can fix it in the future. With that being said, I've been Isaac Umbras, and wherever you're in the world, whatever time it is for you, may it be a great time. And I will see you all in the next stream. Until then, take care everybody. Bye bye!